Hey, happy Friday. I'm Nick Oresco. The month of January is finally coming to an end. What has felt like a year has only been 31 days. Remarkable. Let's bring in 22 News From Team meteorologist Brian Lapis to start us off with a look at traffic and weather on this last day of January.
And here we are. Kind of damp out there. Kind of a crummy afternoon underway. Luckily, most of the weekend is going to be dry, but we're dealing with this rain and even a little bit of icing right now. Up and down I-91, we're in good shape. Mass Pike is also running fine. There is some construction activity on I-91, 291, 391 near downtown Springfield, so keep that in mind. That may slow you down a little bit. And we're noticing that Mass DOT is showing some icing on Route 2, the Mohawk Trail between Greenfield and Charlemont, so just keep that in mind. And temperatures are close to freezing in this area. And if anything, we're going to see more snow and sleet developing over northern Franklin County here over the next couple of hours. Let's take a look at weather. Temperatures right now are in the mid to upper 30s. 35 Greenfield, 37 Westfield and Orange, 36 in Springfield. And temperatures are in the mid 30s right now in the Berkshires. For the most part, what we're seeing is rain, but not too far to the north. We do have some snow, and in fact, even a little bit of snow at least showing up on radar over far western Franklin County and northern Berkshire County. The plan is, as we get into the evening, for the cold air to ooze in and rain to change to snow from north to south here during the evening hours, and as a result, there is a winter weather advisory in effect for western Hampshire, western Franklin, and northern Berkshire County, where a few inches of snow may accumulate here this evening. We'll track it for you and even give you a little insight into the weekend with the 22 News Storm Team Skycast.
Police boats have returned to the Potomac River as part of the recovery and investigation after the deadliest aviation disaster in almost a quarter century. More than 40 bodies have been pulled from the river as the massive recovery effort continues today. 2 new videos have surfaced showing the moment an Army Black Hawk helicopter and an American Airlines jet collided over the river Wednesday night. Officials say all 64 people on board the plane and 3 on the helicopter perished in the tragic mid-air collision. The NTSB is leading the investigation into the crash, and they expect to have a preliminary report ready within 30 days. Okay, meantime, no bail for the 2 men charged in connection with a shooting where an unmarked Springfield police cruiser was hit. 22-year-old Dwayne Johnson and 48-year-old Derek Johnson Sr. pleaded not guilty at their arraignment today in Springfield District Court. Dwayne Johnson is alleged to have shot at detectives on Fernald Street last Thursday night, leading to a 2+ hour search in the North Branch Parkway area. Both men were arrested Thursday morning at the La Quinta Hotel in downtown Springfield. A 17-year-old was also arrested on gun-related charges. Dwayne and Derek Johnson are expected back in court on February 6. 3 people were arrested after allegedly firing over 100 shots in Montgomery. It happened around 9:30 last night near Russell Road and Toccoa Road. One resident who spoke with police reported hearing explosions near the reservoir. 5 hours later, 3 people were found in a wooded area and arrested. The suspects are expected to be arraigned in Westfield District Court this afternoon. A hearing was held today in the Karen Reed case to consider several pre-trial motions. Among the issues discussed was the controversial "Hose Long to Die in Cold" Google search and whether the defense experts' analysis should be included in that new trial. The defense expert says the search happened around 2:30 in the morning, 4 hours before John O'Keefe's body was found in the snow outside 34 Fairview. Prosecutors say the search was made after his body was found. Another issue discussed was whether journalists' off-the-record notes should be included in the upcoming trial. We're back now with meteorologist Brian Lapis. A damp and kind of messy Friday afternoon, evening out there.
Yeah, it reminds me to remind you that the Greenfield Winter Carnival activities, not the least of which, the Parade of Lights and the fireworks scheduled for tonight in Greenfield have been postponed until tomorrow. Yep. When the weather will be much better. Yes, we have some rain and we've got a little bit of snow in our future as well. I mentioned this earlier, worth mentioning again, winter weather advisory in effect for western Hampshire and western Franklin County and also northern Berkshire County. And along and north of Route 2 this evening, we could see up to 4 inches of snow. So something to keep in mind if you're in Franklin County or Hampshire County headed west this evening. You may run into some snow-covered roadways. Our 22 News Storm Team Skycast tells the story pretty well. 5 o'clock here this afternoon, it's mainly rain. As we get into the early evening hours, notice the rain-snow line creeping south, and that's how it's going to go from about 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. You can see that rain-snow line moving south. This is 9 o'clock tonight. The good news here is that the bulk of the rain is going to fall well before it gets, or bulk of the precipitation is going to fall well before it gets really cold here. So the precipitation is going to be leaving as that cold air is moving in. So snow accumulations for most of us will be minimal and probably not more than a slushy coating for most of us. And again, north and west of Greenfield, we could see up to a few inches of snow. The bottom line is things are tapering off before midnight. Overnight, we get into some clearing. This is 5 o'clock, actually 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. You can see here the rapid clearing taking place. So a mostly sunny, breezy day here tomorrow. High temperatures upper 20s to low 30s. We could end the weekend with a little bit of snow. We'll fill you in on 22 News at 5.
Basketball Hall of Famer Dwayne Wade has announced he has cancer and has undergone surgery. Wade has a cancerous tumor, and that was found in his right kidney. He had surgery in December of 2023 to remove 40% of it. Wade says his father's journey with prostate cancer inspired him to see a doctor when he was experiencing stomach problems. Wade is a 3-time NBA champion who played 16 seasons in the NBA, mostly with the Miami Heat. Former Meet the Press moderator Chuck Todd is leaving NBC News after nearly 2 decades at the network. Today was his last day. Todd joined NBC as political director in 2007 and was at the front of Meet the Press from 2014 to 2023, giving him one of the most high-profile media jobs in Washington. Todd said he'll continue to host his podcast after leaving NBC and has some other projects in the works. The 67th annual Grammy Awards will still take place this Sunday at the Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles. The Recording Academy has refocused its aim to support relief efforts following the devastating Los Angeles area wildfires. Comedian Trevor Noah will host the show for the 5th consecutive time. Beyoncé leads the Grammy nods with 11, bringing her career total to 99 nominations. That makes her the most nominated artist in Grammy history. Taylor Swift, who last month wrapped her massive Eras tour, is not performing, but was added Thursday as a presenter. Tonight on 22 News, starting at 5 o'clock, our coverage continues on Wednesday's deadly mid-air collision. Tonight, we're learning about a flight out of Bradley Airport that had to abort its landing in D.C. due to the helicopter traffic. Plus, what happened this week on Beacon Hill in Boston. We'll take a look back in this week's State House Spotlight. And Groundhog Day is just around the corner. We're investigating the accuracy of the popular animal, Brian.
All right, as we move into the evening commute, mainly rain, but watch out. A couple of icy surfaces here along the Mohawk Trail west of Greenfield, up and down I-91. We're in good shape, although it's wet. Mass Pike is wet as well. There will be a transition from rain to snow here during the evening hours. We'll let you know what that means for your weekend plans with the 22 News Storm Team forecast on 22 News at 5.
Okay, Brian, thank you, and thank you for joining us for 22 News at 4 o'clock. Latest news and weather updates all weekend long at wwlp.com and on the 22 News app. Have a great weekend, everyone.